my name's Momo and welcome to my channel. Now, if you don't know me, I've been making content that has to do with living intentionally. So today I want to talk to you about how I found my personal style postpartum. Postpartum is a really tough time because your body changes. It's not just you anymore, it's you and somebody else. There's so many different responsibilities that you have to take care of, and it can get really easy to kind of lose yourself in that process. For me, I had my child late 2019. Of course, early 2020, the pandemic hit. So you can imagine being with a small kiddo and not being able to do a lot of things just because of the fear of something happening to my child in the midst of a pandemic. During this time, being that I was in healthcare, there was also a lot of healthcare heroes discounts that were going on. And I found myself engaging in a lot of those sales, a lot of those discounts, and it was great in the sense I was able to get some items for really good prices. However, I started to realize that I was accumulating a lot of things that didn't really have to do with me and who I was, both as a new mom and as just a person in general. I started this journey of figuring out who I am when it comes to my own personal style and how I want to express myself through my clothes. So the first step that I remember taking was reading this book. This book is called The Curated Closet. Even though I have no ties to this book financially whatsoever, I swear by it. It has helped me so much in just kind of starting that journey and figuring out and defining who I am when it comes to how I want to express myself through my clothes. It starts you off defining what you like. You can either use Pinterest boards and finding source material through magazines and outfits that you like that you would wear. I had to really remove myself from what's realistic in terms of being a new mom, and just simply defining what I like, regardless of how much spit up it's going to get on it or how useful it is when it comes to breastfeeding. Then I took pictures of the outfits that I wore for 2 weeks, and it was really enlightening because you can kind of see the differences between what I wore and what I want to wear. Then from there, kind of following some of the book's advice, I started to declutter my closet. What were things that didn't really fit into what I wanted to wear, how I wanted to express myself through my clothes? I ended up decluttering a lot of items that really didn't fit into that mold, some of which I bought during those healthcare hero sales. After reading that book, and it has you go through things like what you define as your basics versus your statement pieces, and I had a clear vision of how I wanted to dress. I wasn't pigeonholing myself into something like cottagecore or dark academia. From there, some of the other things that helped me were to divide my closet into seasons. So I live in California, and there's really only 2 seasons here. There's hot and there's not as hot. It doesn't really rain as much. There's no snow, and I'm grateful to have that kind of weather here, but that meant I had 2 closets, my sweater closet and my summer closet. I would switch those out twice a year, and it helped give me visibility into the closet and the things I would wear for that time. So I wasn't looking at sweaters when it's 90 degrees outside. Instead, I was looking at just the items that would make sense for that closet. I also went and tailored some of my clothing. With postpartum, you have so many different body changes. One thing I noticed is that after pregnancy, some of my items just didn't fit as well as they used to. And just that acceptance of this is who I am now really helped in boosting my confidence. It's a lot easier to feel more confident in something that fits you perfectly versus something that is too small versus too big, even if it's on trend. Some other things that I feel like really helped me find my style postpartum is reframing the mindset that I can't wear these because I'm a mom. A lot of times us as moms really find ourselves limiting our closet because it's impractical. You're running around with a toddler or an infant, you get spit up and food literally everywhere. And it's so easy to fall into that trap of, well, that's too nice for me. I can't wear that because I'm a mom. But really, I had to reframe my mindset and say, even as a mom, I can wear whatever I want. I just have to understand that there are caveats to doing that. Maybe that high neck midi dress might not be the best for breastfeeding. I can only wear that during certain times. Or I could wear this elevated basic and just understand it's going to get dirty. I'm just gonna have to do laundry a little bit more often on some of the clothes that I would prefer to wear. And that's okay because that means I'm wearing the clothes that I enjoy and really are in tune with my own personal style instead of boxing myself in and only wearing clothes because of my kids. I can still have a sense of individuality and style while also being a mother. I started elevating some of my basics. So instead of a basic long sleeve tee, it was a mock neck tee. Instead of ripped jeans or sweatpants or leggings, I was wearing wide leg jeans. Understanding that, of course, they're going to get dirty faster, but that doesn't mean I can't wear them. When it comes to other things that I did that helped boost my confidence and my own personal style, it's just taking time to take care of myself. So I started working out more, and that was a journey in of itself because I really had to find the time to work out. It's so easy to get consumed with things like keeping your kiddos in order. There's so much to be done when you're a mom, and just taking that hour out of my day working on myself was so helpful for me and for my confidence. I felt like I fit better into the clothes that I chose to wear because I was working out. It also helped with my mental health, and overall highly recommend just finding, even if it's like 20 minutes, getting that physical activity to take care of yourself. I also started looking into how I could do my makeup better and found a regimen that worked well for me in terms of both time and products. I also tried to just get dressed more often, even if the situation didn't really call for it. If I'm going to Target, I could stick to leggings and a t-shirt, or I can use that opportunity to wear my elevated mock neck with wide leg jeans. They serve the same purpose, I'm being clothed, but one gave me a lot more confidence versus the other one, which was just, I'm throwing this on because I'm not really going anywhere. And of course, it's kind of easy to just stay in the same clothes literally all day. But by getting dressed and putting on clothing that I feel attuned to, it made it so much easier for me to tackle the day and face anything head on and really have the confidence to move forward. Just because you're a mom doesn't mean you are destined to a life of ratty tees, leggings, spit up. It's transitionary. By putting in this work, I found that it was super helpful in boosting my confidence later on. So those are the things that I have found that help discovering my own personal style, understanding that this is who I am now, and accepting who I am, I think is probably some of the biggest things that really helped with this journey. Now, if you like what you saw, definitely hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, all the cool YouTube things. I would love to hear how you were able to find your own personal style postpartum, or even if you are discovering your own personal style period. I would love to hear how you did it and what worked well for you. I hope to see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.